Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns with me, Cornish-Knight. We're in the Telestrain. Here we go. Here's our mission, morning affairs. We hunker down in the janitor's locker room, and amid the smells of industrial strength cleaners, floor wax and body odour, sleep is impossible as you must be constantly on your guard for the telltale sounds of security teams or building maintenance crews. Morning eventually comes, and with it another charge of Project Aegis. We've got a nice stash of karma points to sort of quickly spend. So let's see what we're going to get. Well, let's first grab some more willpower. Spellcasting, we could get charisma up, that might be good. Actually, maybe not. Well, we need enough 8 points to get into. Actually, I might revert. I'll give myself willpower. So next one will put us into another spell slot. Oh, that's the maximum. That doesn't actually open us. Maximum for dwarves. Okay, so that actually doesn't give us any more boosts beside hit chance. Okay, that's good to know. So we don't get any more benefits besides obviously maxing out that. Okay. So we can increase our body and increase... Well, let's increase our body a bit. And then we can reduce the chance of being hit by enemy physical attacks. And then I'll throw what's left into willpower. Counting chance of hit with magical attacks also reduces the chance of being hit by magical enemy attacks. Yeah, that makes sense. So boost our body and boost our willpower. Because I don't think any of these, yeah, they don't increase skills or unlock special abilities. We don't get any more special abilities for going down this way, besides just obviously just boosting the basic chance to hit. Right, okay. First we'll grab this. This is our uniform. Let's get out of here. It's been so long since I've seen my character without her clothing on. Well, without a hoodie on. That came out strange. The supervisor has a look of a stuffer sack manager, with delusions that he's on the career track rather than what he is, a disposable dime-a-dozen resource. Hey, there you are. I'm Steve Scott. I'll be your direct supervisor. Sorry I've missed you when you first came in, but I only found out you were starting an hour ago when you suddenly showed up in the system. Weird glitch or something. Normally we'd what's an orientational tried and walk through our mission statement, but well, it's going to be hard for you on your first day, but you're going to need to clean up some blood, maybe a lot. Cleaning up other people's messes is what I do. Right, I am a janitor whiz, I can handle it, just tell me what you want to do. Cleaning up other people's messes is what I do. You will have your hands full. There's some sort of break-in last night. Some people were just get things cleaned up on this floor. And listen, people are going to be on edge today, so try and stay invisible and don't get in any trouble. Otherwise they're going to call me and I'm going to have to reprimand you and put a note in your file. Straighten up this floor and stay out of trouble. Got it? I'm your servant. What's first? Sounds great. We'll get to those orientational triads another day. Let's go with this one. The stay out of trouble. I hope they get whoever did this. Only a fool would attack Telestrain Corporation office and think they get away with it. Start heading from room to room and clean up what needs cleaning. Good luck. Welcome to Telestrain. Right, so you can talk to the Telestrain guard. What can I do for you? I need to get upstairs. My supervisor says there's more cleaning to do. The top floor can only be accessed with express authority from Alex Silverstrain, our VP of Security, our VIP or of Security, or our Vice President of Security. You can head to the lower floors if your supervisor wants. Okay, well I'll better get back to it. Right, let's see what we've got. bullet holes, lots of blood. I don't remember leaving anybody dead there. So let's quickly nip in here and see if there's anything. I'll take that from the objectives. It looks like you could get access to the panel off easily, but the telestrain technician could turn around at any moment. Okay. As the telestrain tech jockey turns to speak, you notice a panel has been removed from one of the land racks just behind you. Thanks for coming. Can you believe it? Silver Star is calling it an intrusion, but I know the aftermath of Shadowrun when I see it. Start over in the corner and make sure you don't get any solvents on my servers. Do you think you can duck out for a smoke or something? It would be easier if I didn't have to clean around you. So then, oh sorry, yeah, no problem. Just another day in paradise, right? So he's going to walk out. I've got enough points in charisma that we should be able to probably take care of most of this. Ooh, there's something in here. What can we get? Take the land parts. The open panel is a rat's nest of cables and half disabled hardware. Some of it is loose. Take some of the land parts. Okay. Added matrix land parts. Excellent. So let's grab that. We'll fix that. Remove the access panel and place the comlink chip. The access panel comes off. We'll quiet pop, and you pop the chip inside. Okay, so we get a bit of karma for doing that. I suppose we had to go everywhere. It's going to be interesting. Let's try getting in here. What's in here? I know I saw an officer in here. Two men are staring into a vent and shake their heads. Look, Raoul, I know you know that there's nothing in that vent, but when I'm told that... Sorry. Look, Raoul, I know and you know that there's nothing in that vent, but when I told that to Silver Star, he accused me of not wanting to crawl in there. Said it was letting the company down by not displaying the corporate value of duty. So it basically... corporate value of duty. The suits sure love their mission statements and all that, Drek. But today isn't the day for Telestrain's Corp's duty above all crap. Several of us did the ultimate duty last night. I guess we should just be happy that Mr. Telestrain isn't in today. Just get in there and take another look. Blooding, just get in there and take a look. I have got to go upstairs and report. Telestrain security guard. A filthy guard is looking into an open vent. Is clearly not enjoying the idea of climbing back into the duct. Sorry I trekked that Drek all over the floor, he said, man, I can't believe what happened to the night watch. From what I can tell, it looks like you guys got hit pretty hard, yeah. Can't believe the intruder got up to the top floor. I'm not going to say that. Charisma 4, me either. You think you're done with the vents for the day? They want me to get this room back in order. Let's go with Charisma 4 again. If anyone asks, you saw me in there, right? I'm pretty sure you could have probably put like a drone or something through the ventilation shaft. I don't know why I couldn't crawl through there. The access panel comes off and you quickly put the chip inside. Some more common points. So is either going to be in this room or this room. Is there anything in here? No, okay. Don't remember knocking over that plant. Telestrain guard, I have to say, at this point is not looking good. I don't know how it happened. Nonetheless, our record show this terminal was left unsecured in direct contravention of Telestrain Corporation policy. You failed in your duty. I know it's duty above all for the security types, but I am victim here, I swear. Perhaps when Mr. Silverstar gets his next promotion, that will become value for your data process as well. Right now it seems your value is clock out early and ignore your responsibilities, don't go anywhere. I need to make a report to Eric. We can't get it, so we obviously got to talk to him. What's down here? Anything? Can't get through these doors, that door's locked. So let's try and talk to this bloke and see if we can't get him out of the way. The wage slave is on edge. He's staring vacantly at his terminal with his hand to his face and fingers twitching nervously. What do I do? What can't you see it? What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? It looks like you're in some real trouble, chummer. Buzz, unless you can clean up a shattered career, leave me alone. I came across some items that might help you out. He shakes his head. I doubt it. You know the guy who said life isn't fair. He was talking about me. Security's bullying you, but I could make it look like the terminal was tampered with and no one would be the wiser. Let's go with that. You're right. There's no reason I should let security push me around. He steals himself. Just do it quickly. Okay. You place the cables and data chips around the terminal casing. Thank you so much. I won't forget it when your review comes up. Hey, no problem. Still glad I could help. Would you mind clearing out for a while? There's a lot to do. You better just remember to keep this just between us. Yeah, that's gratitude for you, mate. I could have left you to the security corporation. He could have beaten it out of you. Grateful little git. Pardon my language. Remove the chip. Access panel. Oh, he's got nothing. Okay. So let's go back. What can I do for you? I need to go upstairs. My supervisor says there's more cleaning to do. The top floors only be accessed with express operations from Eric Silverstone, our VP of Security. You could head to the lower floors if your supervisor wants. Hey, I found these chips on some of the matrix switch pads. Is that important? Sorry. Hey, I found all these chips on some of the matrix switch boxes. Is it important? The guard thinks for a moment and activates his comm. He turns his back on you and has a brief conversation when he turns back. Mr. Silverstar wants to see you in his office immediately. Travel upstairs. Yep. Collecting a sample. The brutish dog-eared dog existence of a slum dweller is a far nothingness of corporate wage slave. You yet after your time at Television Industries is unclear which is more bleak. The elevator rises smoothly. Its blanderized music assaults you once again, and you ascend to the executive floor and your goal. By the way, when they say like wage slave in this game, it's pretty much literal. It's you either owe enough money to the corporation that you're basically constantly paying it off, or if you don't have the money, you completely fall to nothingness and disappear. It's a pretty bleak existence in the Shadowrun universe. Right, having a quick glass of water. Let's see if we can get this way. Are they saying anything? You can't be in here. Well, they won't know. Office room. Nothing's in here that I can use. Can I access that? Nope, nope. Okay. I didn't fight in here, so why is stuff trashed? Didn't kill anybody out here either, unless they've dragged the bodies out this way. Okay. Here's the door. Eric Silverstar, there you are. It seems that some of my best are letting me down, and it's good to see that you're displaying one of my most important of my 3 key values. It is duty above all, right? He laughs. Yes, well yes, that is the first value. I'm glad more than those outside security follow it. From a janitor no less. No, I'm speaking of my 3rd and final value, vigilance, which seems to be so sorely lacking around here. We prefer building maintenance, sir. Of course you do. Now please start filling out the report on datapad. I must ask you not to sit in my chair given your attire. I need to go head downstairs and investigate your findings. Be right back. Right, so we don't look like we don't have much time. Your comm link blinks So your comic begins to ring. You pick it up. Some of those paintings must be where all the expensive deliveries were. We don't have much time on tracking Silverstone. He's already stepping onto the elevator. I don't think your disguise will hold for much longer. I'll update you on his movements now. Hurry, mon ami. Right. What's this? There is an open bottle of expensive scotch and single glass that appears to be half empty and half smoked cigar. Walk away. Okay. There's nothing in here. What's this? Okay. This shows a profile of 3 elves in the Telestrain security uniform. Looks upstairs at the flag flying at the Telestrain logo. The flag reads duty. Okay. Well, he says duty one is his virtue, so let's push it. Okay, the frame clicks into place and the painting slides back from the wall. Okay, it's a push challenge. Depicting a clock tower, tucked train station downtown Portland. In the tier, the plaque reads efficiency. Okay. This is photorealistic paintings of a massive harvesters and Telestrain colony colours to a staggering formation cutting a swathe across a rippling field of wheat. The plaque reads unity, duty unity. That does sound right, because it's all about cooperation. So what's this one? Painting shows a wild mountain landscape with clouds ringing lofty peaks. The plaque reads independence. He's all about team building, isn't he? Vigilance, that was the other one he was talking about. The painting is a small lighthouse in a tense storm at the night, perched on the rocky outcrop. Its lights stab out into darkness. Reads vigilance. Push the frame. It's reset. There's quite a few guards, tech workers, and very nervous wage slave gathered at the boardroom, and it's beginning to question them. Okay, so it's obviously an order we need to do this in. We'll push this one, because duty was... Oh, it's because it's 1, 2, 3. We'll push this one. I'm pretty sure Unity is his next one, because it's all about team efficiency, isn't it? We'll push this one. That's not it. He has finished interviewing the Matrix tech and is now talking security pair of guards. Okay, it's not great. Okay, it's not Unity. So it must be... Duty... Duty, efficiency... Okay, that's it, and the frame clicks into place. He's now talking with a wage slave. It's not going too well. They're raising their voices. Okay, quickly, we'll get over there and push the frame for vigilancy. Okay. Walk away. It's probably DNA encoded, isn't it? There is a safe at the large DNA scanner on the front, most likely a keypad. Okay, we need to get DNA samples. There was a half-smoked cigar. Pick up the half-smoked cigar, because it will have DNA from the saliva on it. I've read too many crime novels. Right, put the moist end of the cigar into the DNA scanner. The click and faint hiss escapes as the safe opens. Take the sample. Great work, mon ami. The time for stealth has passed. It has set off every alarm in the system, but I have unlocked the executive elevator and the path is now clear. Head to the elevator and make your escape. Rightio, time to run. Run. Where's the elevator? It's in here. Okay. Quickly. No hanging around. Because we've not got any guns. We need to sprint like it's nobody's business. To the escape. Oh, nuts. McCluskey. Oh, it's this troll. Was it an orc? No, he's an orc. Detective McCluskey stands smirking, surrounded by unarmed and twitchy Lone Star officers. Good morning, moron. Good morning, Detective McCluskey. It's a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? What do you want, McCluskey? Hello, McCluskey. How'd you find me? Let's go with this one. The smirk broadens. That's right, dummy. Keep flapping your jaw. That sort of thing will be perfect for where you're going. Mr. Telestrain wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about his last night's fun and games. You can come along quietly, or you can meet him in a body bag. He smiles wildly. Come on, direct for brains. Make the wrong choice. I'll opt for a standard conversation. Let's get this over with. I have things to do. I'm going. But one day you and I are going to have a round and around. Are going round and round, McCluskey. Let's go with. There's no point threatening him because he's just basically a moron. And we can always get him back when he's least expecting it. Look, I'll opt for the stand-up conversation. Damn, I was hoping you'd bring it. Sorry. Damn, I was hoping to be able to bring you in feet first. Well, isn't he just a lovely... He's not a nice orc. The estate. From the floor of the Lone Star Cruiser you watch here, replaced by the grey over 90 bridge. The nylon means binding your wrists and ankles along with classes whistling into the radio make for an unpleasant ride. Half an hour later the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road and a magnificent mansion fills your view. It's designed to blend of old world finally with Elvis grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt and you're dragged onto a driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you're surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, special forces troops of Telegary, messaging the fleeing. Massaging the feeling back into your numb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrain III. Let's talk McCluskey first. McCluskey smirks. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't you? I suggest you keep your smart-ass remarks to yourself. This time, dwarf. Mr. Telestrain isn't some street meat you're going to impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of Telegary, and one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? You're his lapdog. Like, you hold his leash, right, McCluskey, and he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? You're his lapdog, so they'd be impressed. Richer than hell elves take a dump the same way I do, McCluskey. Let's do that one. His eyes say, I'd love to kill you now, but his mouth continues to smirk. I've got one of the richest and most powerful men in the Pacific Northwest taking care of me, damn us. What you got? Free will. Let's go with that one. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. McQuarth. The tall, fussy elf with an air of Victorian butler studies you from afar above your diminutive height before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Miller Telestrain is expecting you will find him in his office. You his butler, thanks Jeeves. Let's go with that one. I am Quarth, his head of household. Miller Telestrain is waiting for your office. He is not one to keep waiting. Yep, this is an elven household if nothing else. What the... Algernon, what are you doing here? There's a twinkle in Algernon's eye that wasn't there when you spoke with at the Stream Sisters Union. It's good to see you again. There is much to do. You run into some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? What the hell are you doing here? Okay, my magic friend, explain yourself. No, I don't explain. I provide a service. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrain. Perhaps I can do a service again. Oh great, so he's either going to be something that's really not mortal at all, which is just going to be fantastic. We can't go up the stairs. There's dragons. Oh god, he's either going to be... I don't know what he is. He's supposed to be some kind of all-powerful elf. Alright, Darius Telestrain, James Telestrain III, with his little woodland bodyguards. As you approach, James Telestrain III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you, calculating in code. A practiced smile comes to his face. His vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your better mansion. It's something else. The feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or pawn. I have been reviewing your results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit they are impressive. He declares, "You generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security, and have cost my vice president his job. In 24 hours you've accumulated quite a bill with me, ma'am. How do you intend to settle your debt? Would you take a check? You already confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chips. Once your current assignment is completed, I would be happy to discuss working off my debt for you, Mr. Telestrain." Let's go with that one, because I really don't want to get my head smashed in by this bloke. That discussion may happen one day, assuming the outcome of our conversation does not result in your immediate termination. When one is in my debt, they remain in my debt until such time that I decide that debt has been repaid. There is no negotiation on that point. However, you have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in a little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I am interested in knowing why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover a location of a simple research project. The most protected item is usually the most valuable, that's why I took it. It goes like this: your half-brother, Sam Watts, hired me to find his own killer. He had a dead man switch. When I find the killer, I get paid. Let's go with that. Let's threaten him with his half-brother. Yeah, I was right. You impress me, ma'am. My father's bastards are intensely not well known, even to themselves. Nevertheless, I fail to see the connection between this Sam Watts' death and the raid on one of my office buildings. There is no connection between the research project and the dead man that I am aware of. Sam was killed by your half-sister, Jessica. Jessica is protected by giant bugs. Ergis kills giant bugs. Kill the bugs, kill Jessica, get paid. You find your bluntness somewhat refreshing. He touches the desk on his button. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. The young pretty elf... Oh god, it's her. The young pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognised you instantly. It's you. You were the woman who helped me escape from the Universal Brotherhood. How did you get here? Telestrain cuts in quickly. Thank you, Mary Louise. You have confirmed my identity of your rescuer and given me reason to forgive her for her trespasses against me. She looks hungry for your help. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you okay, Mary Louise. You did well back there. Without you, we'd all be dead. This guy your father? Let's go with that one. Yes, for what that's worth. He's the reason I was at the Universal Brotherhood in the first place. I was running away from him. Now I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream and I'll wake up and still be there with those bugs. She shudders. You can relax, Mary Louise. You're safe. It is over. No, it won't be over until they're all dead. She shudders. You didn't see them. You didn't understand. You and those men you flew in here. All you have to do is talk. It's just like you're from a committee, Father. I knew that someone had to take action. That's why I got Harkrim involved. The already cold exterior of James Telestrain III turns to eyes. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend who leaked Argus to this woman. We will speak of this later in private. Now, Cornish-Knight, there are people I wish to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a woman of the street such as yourself. I urge you to behave. We will adjourn to the library. We're delighted. I'm not really a committee joining sort of lady. Sounds like I don't have a choice. Let's go with that one. Not if you wish to draw another breath, no. Well, aren't these people all just friendly? There is a weight in the Telestrain's library, a sense of magnitude and of purpose. You are no longer in the presence of mere wealth, you are in the presence of history. Okay, we have Algernon. We've got somebody that looks like a Harlequin, or he looks like Harlequin or some kind of stuff out of Warhammer 40k. We've got some bloke with white hair, we've got another elf. Telestrain III. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cornish-Knight. She is the dwarf who saved my daughter and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Here, Brackhouse. What does the representative of the Great Dragon Lothwir have to tell us? Great dragons in Shadowrun are really bad news. They are literally like stuff you just cannot kill. I mean, they are like insanely powerful. Have to tell us about the magical insects this Shadow River uncovered. And his representative has got glowing yellow eyes. Brackhouse speaks slowly with a deep, melodious German accent. He takes his time, accentuating each word, releasing each vowel and each consonant, testing them as if they were a delicacy. My Lord Lothwir has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before roughly 9,000 years ago, and as you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over a course of 5,200 years. As the level of magic grows, hands dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe the time is of the essence, declares Harlequin. The painted elf addresses you. Cornish-Knight, it is delightful. The bug you fought was not merely a magical awakened animal like the wyvern or hydra or something else in the sixth world. It is in fact it isn't from this world at all. It is a physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. We're going to go with the academic. I believe that would explain why it was unable to damage it. The spirit itself is extraplanar. Algernon keeps you eyes you keenly. Bravo, that is precisely the idea. The insect spirit exists on both planes simultaneously. I have been impressed with you for this some time. Cornish-Knight, it's good that you are here. Now, as an insect spirit can't simply farm it a ride through the astral space and so up on Earth later for dinner in any case being us. The two elements are required to bring one across the void, a shaman and a host. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. The shaman then accepts spirits as his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. James Telestrain interjects. The best candidates are disaffected and dysfunctionized. In short, the weak-willed, their minds are the most suitable for my brain is not working today. Maybe there's a bug in it. The minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making making the transformation. As you may imagine, there are sorts of people easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Harlequin peeking. Finally, by performing what has to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem implants the spirit into the host, willingly or not. Then it's feeding time. Harlequin is quite right. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming it into the spirit's own insect body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. What does that have to do with the great dragon and an elf who likes cosmetics? Whiz bugs when other dimensions need killing. I get it. Don't like the sound of this. Let's go with this one. I just want to do it to be funny. What does this have to do with a great dragon and an elf who likes cosmetics? Funny kid, but it's no laughing matter. It's a bigger than hunting down an insect shaman and putting a few 9mm rounds into a bug. The initial bug prepares a nest for summoning of a bug for a queen. Once the nest has its queen, she will literally explode with newly manifested insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all the flesh they can find and implementing more insect spirits into the flesh of corpses, and again and again and again. The room falls silent as they consider the scenario. Faces grim. Telestrain breaks the silence. This is not an infestation, Cornish-Knight, this is an invasion. My lord Lothweir knew this day would come, but he did not know precisely when nor where. Your rescue of Mr. Telestrain's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in the cycle of this world. Then why don't you just fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day, so you're early to the party this time. That gives you an upper hand, right? Let's go with why don't you just fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day. You half engaged the enemy, you have engaged the enemy, you know why. The insect spirit is only resident in the transformed host's body. Conventional weapons can hurt the body and expose the spirit, but the spirit itself exists on two planes. It cannot be destroyed by mundane means, hence Project Argus. Here Telestrain's biotechnology and agricultural divisions worked with my lord Lothweir's thermatological engineers and designed Project Argus to destroy an insect spirit once it was released from its host. The formula, a fluorescein astral bacterial strain, exists in the physical and astral plane at once and can thus affect the insect spirit. Now that was a mouthful. Did you memorize it, or are you reading off an index card? My Director of R&D, Diana Ravenwood, will explain how Project Argus will be used in the field. Dr. Ravenwood? Our weapons specialists have rapidly prototyped a delivery device for the fluorescing astral bacterial strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Argus filled cells. When fired, the cells will discharge a high volatile stream of the bacteria. In order to destroy one of the bugs, you must first be damaged using conventional weapons or magic until the spirit is released from the host. Then the insect spirit must be shot with the projectile or the Project Argus prototype launcher to destroy it. So in order to stop the invasion of insects from another dimension and magic and from So in order to stop invasion of insects from another dimension, a dragon and a halfer and an elf co-created magical insecticide. I guess it's a multi-dimensional bug spray. It stomps bugs to dead. Got it. Let's go with that one. Crudely put but accurate. You must stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and you must stop them immediately. You are the only one who has been inside the facility and the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. I don't like where this is going. That alone with your high effective assault upon my property indicated that you are the ideal person to lead the attack. I'm flattered. I'm glad you're convinced, because I'm not. No one's ever used this magical bug juice before. Let's go with this one, because that sounds like really the main point. The painted death grins and his red lipstick catches the light. We're foregoing the clinical trials in favour of field testing the formula. Come on, kid. When fate taps you on the shoulder, you've got to pay attention. Unfortunately, she has a nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder, so that when you turn around, she's on the other side, giggling like a deranged schoolgirl. I hate that. Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission, Cornish-Knight? You had me on killing bugs. Show me how to use Argus and I get done. I'm a professional and professionals get paid for their work. I assume this service, saving all mankind, involves compensation. My job is to bring a killer to justice, not to lead an assault against monsters out of nightmares. The problem is there's no point with me saying this, because if we don't do it, it's the end of the world. We're just going to be professional. Of course, here's your proposal. If you prevent the Queen from being summoned and destroy any insects in the nest, 1 million yen will be delivered to your surviving team members. Come on, Strange, stretch those philanthropic muscles of yours and toss a little more money into the shadows. How much is this plane of existence worth to you? Let's go with that one. Do not overplay your hand, ma'am. You could still be arrested for attack on my office, and if my sources are correct, justifiable but illegal death with Dr. Holmes. Alternatively, I could simply eliminate you and find one of the mercenaries you hired to play your part. Etiquette Corporation. I have a proposition, Mr. Telestrain. You need to know what Argus works before You need to know that Argus works before more queens arrive. Surely it's worth 1.5 million for the field test. Done. And there we go. Harlequin claps his hands as if he's seeing a circus for the first time. I love the way that the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's inspirational. Okay, I take that he's some kind of immortal elf or so. He's not the original Harley Quinn, is he? From like folklore tales. Ooh, if he is, that's going to be worrying. Hans Brackhouse backfires his hand and Harlequin claps instantly stops. There's one final note, a warning if you will. You have seen the dangers of the insects represent, but you have not witnessed the Shaman's power. The Shaman must tap into a powerful source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know what abilities that power source will grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the Shaman. Hey, don't scare the kid, Hansel. We still need her to go on the mission, by the way. Also, by the by, I'm coming with you, Cornish-Knight. I wouldn't mind seeing the creatures for myself. I missed them last time. Telestrain will bankroll you so you can hire the rest of your team. Find me when you're ready to go and we'll bug right out of here. James Telestrain sighs. Yes, speaking with Harlequin, when you're ready to depart, if you wish to acquire additional supplies from your mission, find my assistant Quaff. He's highly resourceful. Right. So that's what you need to. We can talk to him, we can go and get supplies. I've got some leftover karma points, 15. Right, so we're obviously going to have to kill the bugs in their physical forms. We could get that, leaves us 6 points left over. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll grab that. We've got 6 points left over. We'll put one into ranged combat and buff that up. So we're not bad. We're not a fully blown mage. I probably would have got to a fully blown mage status if I hadn't put points into ranged combat at the beginning, but it's useful. So what we're hitting on 5 for ranged combat. And this is going to be where we stop today, ladies and gentlemen. We are now well into the story. I'm pretty sure we're closing in on the end. The bugs are coming to invade and eat us all. Gods above protect us. I'm Cornish-Knight. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, on Steam, or in the comment section. And now get right back in contact. I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.